I need to record this one. Yes. So, in the last class, we have discussed what do you mean by debenture and what are the types of debenture and what do you mean by sinking fund method and what are the accounting treatment under sinking fund method we have discussed. And we have solved half of the problem. But in today's class, we need to discuss in full problem we need to discuss. So again, we are going to see that problem. What is the problem? On 1/4/2011, Sindoor Limited issued 10,008% debenture. 10,008% debenture 10,008% debenture of 100 each at par, repayable at the end of 4 years at a premium of 5%. That means what? Here debentures are issued at par, payable at premium. Issued at par, payable at premium. Okay. So when they are borrowing the money, they borrowed the money worth 10 lakh. But when they are paying the money, they are going to pay more than 10 lakh. So now this is clear. It is decided to institute debenture redemption fund for that purpose. Okay. So you need to create one sinking fund. The investment being expected to earn 4% net. So what do you mean by that? 4%, that is the rate of interest is mentioned in the problem, that is 4%. Table shows 0.235490 annually amounts to rupees 1 at 4% in 4 years. What is that? That is nothing but annuity table is given. For 1 rupees, what is the amount to be set aside? For 1 rupee, 0.23 paisa is to be set aside. So for total payment made by the company at the end of certain year, what is the amount that we need to calculate? For that you need to do cross multiplication, one working note you need to do. Then investment were made in multiples of 100 only. That means what? If there is any fraction amount, it is to be carried forward to the next year. Okay. On 31/3/2015, bank balance was 3,70,000 before interest on investment. That means what? In bank balance at the end of the last year, that is in 2015, the interest is not included. Interest is not included. So what happens here? Interest, last year interest we need to add in bank account. Last year interest on investment we need to add. Okay. And investments were realized rupees 7,84,000. So what is that 7,84,000? Nothing but it is a sold amount. Investments are sold or at 7,84,000. That is directly given in the problem. Debentures were paid off. What do you mean by debentures were paid off? See this, on 1/4/2011 they purchased, they issued the debenture. On 31/3/2015 they are returning their debenture to the subscriber or the shareholder. So for how many years we are going to do the calculation? In this problem we are going to do the calculation for 4 years. So prepare 8% debenture account, debenture redemption fund account, debenture redemption fund investment account, bank account, and debenture holder account. So you need to prepare 5 account in this problem. Since we have discussed this in the last class, once again we'll see what are the notes are given. See this answer part. First 3 account you need to prepare for 4 years. Why? Debenture redemption fund and debenture redemption fund investment account you need to prepare for 4 years because there are a lot of transaction going on. But in the last 2 account, bank account and debenture holder account, you need to prepare for last year only. Why? Because for in bank account only last year information is given and debenture holders amount gets due only during the last year and payment made only during the last year. That is why last 2 account only last year entry. Next, as an investment in each year should be made in multiples of rupees 100, the fraction amount should be carried forward to next year. That is, while preparing debenture redemption fund investment account, we need to consider full amount. We need to consider full amount in multiples of 100. Suppose there is 2,570. We need to consider 2,500 only. 70 is carried forward to next year. So that is the meaning of this one. Next, now answer part, calculation of an amount to be appropriated. So first step in solving the problem is calculation of amount to be appropriated. So how to calculate the amount? See the problem, it is given for 1 rupee 0.235490 is to be set aside. For 10 lakh 50, how much? How we got 10 lakh 50? How we got 10 lakh 50? Can you tell me? Yes, see this. 10,000 into 100 is a debenture value, that is 10 lakh. 10,000 into 100 is 10 lakh plus the premium. So 10 lakh into 5%. 10 lakh into 5% if you do, you will get 50,000. So 10 lakh plus 50,000, 10 lakh 50,000. So now for 10 lakh 50,000, how much? Do the cross multiplication, you will get the amount. So amount is 2 lakh 47,265. So this is the amount you need to set aside every year from profit and loss account. So now we have done first working note. So this we have discussed in the last class. First working note we have done. Next, we need to prepare 5 ledger account. We need to prepare 5 ledger account. So first account is 8% debenture account. So in the books of Sindoor Limited, 8% debenture account. So how to do 8% debenture account? So whenever debentures are issued, what is a journal entry? Whenever the debentures are issued, journal entry is bank account debit to 8% debenture account. But here we are preparing debenture account. That is why by bank at the beginning of the year, when debentures are issued 1/4/2011 at the beginning of the year, that is why by bank 10 lakh. Then no entry in that year, so close that year, two balance carry forward 10 lakh itself. Then same balance you need to brought forward for next year again 1/4/2012 10 lakh. Again no entry in that year, in the year 2012-13, close that year. Two balance carried forward 10 lakh. Now you need to brought forward that amount to the next year, that is 1/4/2013. By balance brought forward same balance 10 lakh. Again in that year also no entry, close that year, true balance carried forward 10 lakh. So now for the last year, we need to calculate for 4 year, right? So last year is 2014-15. Again you bring the amount from the previous year by balance brought forward, that is 10 lakh. But in the last year there is this entry. What is that? To debenture holder account. Why debenture holders account comes in the last year? That is the question. Why debenture holders account comes in the last year? Because debenture holders get the amount at the expiry of debenture period. In this sum, the expiry of debenture period is 4 year. How 4 year? 2001 they issued the debenture. 2015 they are going to pay the amount to the debenture holder. That means company going to pay the amount to the debenture holder. That is why entry will be 8% debenture account debit to debenture holder account. So at the end of last year, at the year end, see this 31/3/2015 to debenture holder account 10 lakh. So now 8% debenture account is created. So only this much you need to do. Very simple account, 8% debenture account you need to create it. You need to create. See this, only two entries. One is issue, one is payment. One is issue, that is at the beginning, one is payment at the end of the term. All other balance carried forward and brought down. That's it. That is 8% debenture. Next thing we have discussed in the last class is debenture redemption fund account. Next thing we have discussed in the last class is debenture redemption fund account. So debenture redemption fund account has the credit balance. You know, debenture redemption fund has credit balance because reserve fund we write in liability side. So anything which we are going to write in liability side as credit balance. So here at the year end we need to set aside certain amount. So we need to start from the credit side itself. That is why we are going to start from the credit side. So first entry, that is profit and loss account debit to debenture redemption fund account. That means what? From profit you are going to set aside certain amount at the end of each year. So each year this entry is there by profit and loss account. So how we got this amount? 2,47,265. Working note number one. See this. Working note number one is calculation of amount to be appropriated. So this amount, see this, 2,47,265. We need to set aside every year. That is why by profit and loss account 2,47,265. That is in the credit side. In that year, no other information. In that year, no other information. Why there is no interest in the first year? Can you tell me? Because investment are made. That means the amount is set aside at the end of the year. Interest is calculated on the opening balance. In this problem, in the first year, there is no opening balance itself. If you see carefully, see this, we have written the entry at the end of the first year. So there is no opening balance. So next year we will get the opening balance. See this. Now 1 4 2012 next year previous year balance is brought forward. That is 2,47,265 previous year balance brought forward. Okay. Now after brought forward the previous year balance, next thing we need to do is calculate the interest. How to calculate the interest? What is the journal entry for calculation of interest? Journal entry for calculation of interest is bank account debit to debenture redemption fund account. That is simplified journal entry. Simplified journal entry. We have discussed this in the last class. So bank to debenture redemption fund account, because debenture redemption fund investment account gets cancelled, credit balance and debit balance gets cancelled. So by bank account here, how to calculate interest on opening balance of every year. So what is the opening balance of 1 4 2012? That is 2,47,265 is the opening balance. On that opening balance you need to calculate interest. So rate of interest is given in the problem, that is 4%. So 2,47,265 into 4% if you do, you will get 9,891. So that is interest amount. Then as usual for every year end, you need to set aside this amount, that is by profit and loss account, same entry. In the previous year also we have set aside, see this. So this year also we are going to set aside the same amount. So that is 2,47,265. So total of the year, second year, that is 5,04,421 both the side, no other entry in the debit side. So two balance carried forward, that is 5,04,521. That is for the second year. That is for the second year. Now brought forward this amount to the next year. Next year is 1314. Now next year again credit side brought forward this amount. How we got this amount? 5,04,000 previous year closing balance. See this. Previous year closing balance is the opening balance of next year. So in the credit side, we need to write now 1 4 2013 for the third year. By balance brought forward is 5,04,421. So that is the now third year opening balance. Now at the year end, interest and amount to be set aside, very important. Interest and amount to be set aside, we need to calculate at the end of each year. So date is very important. While solving the problem, date is very important. See this. That is why we have written here end of that year. End of that year, when does the year starts? From 1 4 2013, it ends on 31st 3 2014. So end of that year by bank account, interest you need to calculate for every year. How to calculate interest? Same procedure. How we calculated for the second year, third year also, on the opening balance of that particular year. What is the opening balance for 2013-14? That is given here. See this, by balance brought forward. That is 5,04,421. So on that you need to calculate rate of interest, that is at 4%. So now you will get the amount, that is 20,177. That is interest on the opening balance of the year 2013-14. And year end as usual, 31 3 2014 by profit and loss account. Why by profit and loss account? You need to set aside each amount, you need to set aside every year certain amount that we have calculated in the working note. So profit and loss account debit to debenture redemption fund account. So here by profit and loss account 2,47,265. So total of the third year is 7,71,863. Total of the third year is 7,71,863. So there is no other entry. So two balance carried forward is 7,71,863. So this is for third year. Till now, till here we have discussed. In the last class, till here we have discussed. Now we need to calculate for last year. Last year we need to calculate. So brought forward the balance of the previous year closing balance becomes the next year opening balance. So last year is 1 4 2014. By balance brought forward is 7,71,863. That from previous year balance. Next, same entry on 31/3/2015 on the opening balance. You need to calculate interest. See this. Opening balance of that particular year 2014-15 is 7,71,863. On that you need to take 4%. You will get 30,875. That is by bank account. Interest bank to debenture redemption fund account. So that is why by bank account. That is one more thing. Then after that, every year you need to set aside certain amount, isn't it? So by profit and loss account is there for every year. All the 4 year by profit and loss account is there, but bank account is there for 3 year, except the first year. First year there is no interest, and all other year there is interest. So now profit and loss account, amount is 2,47,265. Yes. So what about this entry now? What about this entry 31/3/2015? This entry is a transfer entry. Now you don't write. Now you need to leave that as it is. Now you need to leave some space. After doing the debenture redemption fund account, you need to leave some space. So here don't write this entry, and here also credit debit side of the debenture redemption fund account last year, don't write this entry. Don't write this entry. Okay. So any doubt regarding debenture redemption fund account? Now you can ask me. Any doubt regarding debenture redemption fund account? Can you unmute yourself and ask me now? See, till here we have discussed. Any doubt regarding this debenture redemption fund account? You can ask me now. Yes. Rajat is saying no doubt. What about others? No doubt, right? Pramod is saying no doubt. What about others? I am asking everyone. I hope there is no doubt. Ankita, Disha, Pooja, Nishant, Rajat, Shifali, Suresh, Swati. No. Suresh is saying no. So now I will continue. See this. You need to leave this account for the last year after writing in the last year after writing opening balance, interest and profit and loss account. You need to leave that account for the time being, and you need to prepare next account you need to prepare. What is the third account? Third account is debenture redemption fund investment account. So what is the journal entry for debenture redemption fund investment account? For making the investment, what is the journal entry? Can you tell me, for making the investment, what is the journal entry? We have discussed this in the last class. We have discussed accounting treatment. In that, for making the investment, what is the journal entry? We are putting the amount in investment account. That is why it is debited. Then we are taking the money from bank. That means with the help of cash or bank balance, we are putting the money in investment account. So entry will be debenture redemption fund investment account debit to bank account when investment is made. So that is the entry here. So now my question is, debenture redemption fund investment account has which type of balance? Can you tell me now whether it has debit balance or credit balance? Can you tell me? Yes. Can you tell me whether it has debit balance or credit balance? Investment. Word itself says whether it has a debit or credit balance.
Debit.
Debit, yes, correct. Nishant is saying debit, yes. Why debit? Where we are going to write investment in the asset side. Asset side, we are going to write investment, isn't it? So that is why it has debit balance. See this. That is why we need to start from debit side. We need to start from debit side. See this. Now we will start from debit side. First year end. Why first year end? Investment are made at each year end. At the end of each year, we are going to make the investment. That is why your date is important. First year end date. What is that? First year 1/4/2011. End date is 31/3/2012. To bank account. To bank account. Now there is one condition is given in the question. There is one condition is given in the question. What is that? Investment is to be made in multiples of 100 only. Investment is to be made in multiples of 100 only means. So how we got 2,47,200? So what is the appropriation amount in this problem? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what is the appropriation amount? Please comment in the chat box. What is the appropriation amount we need to set aside every year in this problem. We have discussed this. Working note number 1. What is the total? Anyone? Comment in the chat box. What is the appropriation amount we got in the working note number 1? Any answer, please? What is the appropriation amount we got in the working note number 1? See, appropriation amount we got is 2,47,265. See this appropriation amount means this one. By profit and loss account, every year we need to set aside, right? See this, I will show again. See this working note number 1, 2,47,265. So that is our appropriation amount. But we cannot write 2,47,265. We cannot write 2,47,265 here. Why? Because in multiples of 100 only. So even if it is more than 50 doesn't matter. Even if it is 2,47,299 also doesn't matter. You are going to write 2,47,200 only. 2,47,200 only. If it is in excess of 300, then 2,47,300. So have you understood this one? Why we are not writing 2,47,265? Because investment in multiples of 100 only. That is why we are going to exclude 65. So when we are excluding that 65, we need to carry forward that 65 to the next year. So that we will discuss. So now for the time being, we are going to write 2,47,200 to bank account investment is made. Okay, fine. So first year there is no interest, you know. Why? Because amount is set aside at the end of the year. So this year there is no other entry, close that balance. 31/3/2012 by balance carry forward 2,47,200. By balance carry forward 2,47,200. That year balance closed. So now bring this balance to the next year. Second year. Second year previous year closing balance becomes the opening balance. See this. Two balance brought forward 2,47,200. That is 1/4/2012. So at the end of second year, again there is interest calculation. Why interest calculation? Can you tell me, anyone? What is the reason of two bank account? What is the reason of two bank account in debenture redemption fund investment account? Can you tell me? Anyone? What do you mean by sinking fund? Partially you answer. What do you mean by sinking fund? Sinking fund means you are taking certain amount from profit and loss account and you are investing it. On that investment you will get interest. You are not utilizing that interest also. You are reinvesting that interest. So interest is also reinvested. That is why we need to calculate interest in debenture redemption fund investment account. Why? Because interest is also reinvested. It is not used. It is invested again. See this. So now second year closing interest. Now you need to see how to calculate at the end of the year 31/3/2013 to bank account. See this, very important now. 2,47,265. So in two bank account, while writing two bank account, there is two components. Two components in DRFI account. What are those two components? One is profit and loss account, appropriation account, amount you need to write, plus interest you need to write. P&L appropriation amount you need to write, plus interest you need to write. So now we are going to write P&L appropriation amount. What is that? We know 2,47,265 is P&L appropriation amount. Next, interest. Interest you can write it directly. Interest you can write it directly from DRF account in other cases. But in this sum, what happens? In this sum, in the multiples of 100 only given. That is why there is a minute change here. Multiples of 100 is given. That is why there is a calculation you need to do. Separate calculation. So here, see this. 2,47,200 we have taken here. That is multiples of 100 only. So on that balance, see this, or else you can do it from here also. Opening balance of the second year. Opening balance of the second year, you need to take the interest. So take the interest on opening balance 2,47,200 into 4%. You will get 9,888. 9,888 is the balance. So P&L appropriation plus 9,888. What is the answer? What is the answer? Answer is 2,57,153. 2,57,153 is the answer. But previous year we have written only 2,47,200. Previous year we have written only 2,47,200. That is in the multiples of 100 only. That means what? We have not written 65 in the previous year. 65 rupees we have not written in the previous year. So that 65 we are going to add in the next year. We need to carry forward that amount. So add that 65 to 2,57,153. So 2,57,153 plus the 65. So see this carry forward. So what is the answer now? 2,57,218. So this is the our total. After doing all the calculation, total is 2,57,218. But in the multiples of 100 only. In the multiples of 100 only. That is why we are going to write 200 and we need to exclude that 18. 18 we are going to carry forward for next year. So we are going to write here 2,57,200 multiples of 100 only. So this year what happens? This year close that amount. Total of this year is 5,04,000. That is second year total 5,04,400. So close that amount. Close that year balance. There is no other entry. So by balance carry forward 5,04,400. So whether any doubt in this? Now you need to ask me if there is any doubt in the second year TRFI account. Anything you want to ask, you can ask me now. So it or else it will become very difficult after that. Yes, any doubt you can ask me now. Second year, why we have carry forward? Anything you want to ask? Comment in the chat box. Comment in the chat box or unmute yourself and answer. Whether there is any doubt till now. Whether there is any doubt till now. Nishant is saying no. Pramod is saying no. What about others? I hope there is no doubt. Rajat is saying no. So it is very clear till now. Shifali is also saying no. So now we have solved till 2 year. DRFI account for 2 year we have solved. See this. Close that year balance 5,04,400. So now third year. Third year we need to open the account. See this. So previous year balance is brought forward. So previous year closing balance is 5,04,400 brought forward. So at the end of third year now, at the end of third year, again profit and loss account and interest is reinvested. So what is the profit and loss account appropriation amount? We know that is 2,47,265. So how to calculate interest? Interest we need to calculate on opening balance of each year. On that year, what is opening balance? 5,04,400. So on 5,04,400, you need to take 4%. So that interest amount we are going to receive is 20,176. So what is the total now? 2,47,265 P and L plus interest 20,176. Total will be 2,67,441. But previous year we have written in multiples of 100 only. That is what amount we have written? 2,57,200. 18 we have not written in the previous year, isn't it? 18 we have not written in the previous year. So that 18 we are going to carry forward for next year. See this 18. 18 is added to 2,67,441. So now the total amount after doing all the calculation is 2,67,459 is the total amount. So now again in the multiples of 100 only. So 59 we need to exclude. See this 59 we need to exclude and we need to write 2,67,400 itself. 59 will it goes for next year. 59 it goes to the next year. So this third year total is 7,71,800. 7,71,800 both beside close that year by balance carry forward 7,71,800. This is third year. Now last year that is for fourth year we need to do calculation. So how to do calculation for fourth year? Bring the closing balance of the previous year, it becomes the opening balance. That is two balance brought forward is 7,71,800. So that is opening balance. Okay. In the last year there is no interest. Why? Can you tell me now? It is very important. In the last year in DRFI account, DRFI means Debenture Redemption Fund Investment account, there is no interest. Why? Why? What is the reason? What is the reason there is no interest in DRFI account? Can you tell me? Answer please. Comment in the chat box. Why there is no interest in the last year? Why? Anyone? Unmute yourself and answer. Ankita, Disha, Nishant, Pooja, Pramod, Rajat, Shifali, Suresh, Swati. Why there is no interest in the last year? I will tell you why there is no interest. Because in the last year, investments are sold. In the last year, at the year end, investments are sold. So there is no balance remaining. There is no balance remaining. So there is no interest for the last year in a DRFI account. So this is very clear. See this. We have written the opening balance directly. Directly we need to sell. Directly we need to sell. How to sell? This is given in the question. This amount is given in the question. 7,84,000 amount realized. That is nothing but a sold amount. So what is a journal entry when investment are sold? What is a journal entry when investments are sold? Cash comes in. Cash comes in. Bank account debit and investment goes out. Investment goes out. That means DRFI account balance reduces now. DRFI account balance reduces. So bank account debit to DRFI account when investments are sold. That is a journal entry. See this. By bank account investment sold. That is 7,84,000. 7,84,000. Okay. So now we need to find whether there is a profit or loss. How to find whether there is a profit or loss in the last year? I will tell you. See this. What is the actual balance? Actual balance at the end of the last year, at the beginning of the last year, is 7,71,800. We sold it for 7,84,000. Whether there is a profit or loss, can you tell me? 7,71,000 is a balance. We sold it for 7,84,000. Whether there is a profit or loss, can you tell me? Can you tell me now whether there is a profit or loss? Nishant
Profit.
is saying profit, Pramod is saying profit. Yes. So correct answer. Now there is a profit. So if there is a profit, if there is a loss, we need to transfer that profit or loss to DRF account. What is DRF account? That is debenture redemption fund account or sinking fund account. See this. In this case, there is a profit. So transfer entry. See this. It is transferred to debenture redemption fund account profit on sale 7,84,000 minus 7,71,800. Profit will be 12,200. So now the last year balance tallies 7,84,000 last year DRFI balance tallies. So this is how we are going to prepare DRFI account, Debenture Redemption Fund Investment account we are going to prepare. So now we know the profit, isn't it? Now, what is the next step? After closing DRFI account, we have left it open DRF account. That is Debenture Redemption Fund. Last year we have left, right? Some space we have left. Now we need to go there. See this. Now we need to go to Debenture Redemption Fund account. Now we need to go to Debenture Redemption Fund account. Last year we left some space here. See this. What is this entry? Now it is very clear. 31/3/2015 by Debenture Redemption Fund Investment account is a transfer entry. From where this entry came? This entry came from DRFI account. See this. DRFI account profit on sale. This entry we are going to transfer to DRF account. So in the DRF account we are going to write by Debenture Redemption Fund Investment account 12,200. So now what is the total? Now total is 10,000. That is total is 10,62,203. 10,62,203 is a total for the last year in a DRF account. See this. This is now debenture redemption fund account. Fund account we left for some adjustment. Now we need to close fund account. How to close fund account? In the debit side. Debit side 31/3/2015 to loss on issue of debenture. Why there is a loss on issue of debenture? If you see the question properly, first the debentures are issued at par, that is at 10 lakh they are issued. Now at the time of making payment to the debenture holder, it is at premium. It is at premium means it is at more amount. Now company is going to pay extra amount. So there is a loss to the company. When there is a loss to the company, what happens? See this, to loss on issue of debenture, that is 50,000. You need to write a premium amount. That is 10 lakh into 5%. 50,000 is a premium. So now we know credit side is greater than debit side. Credit side is greater than the debit side. So total balance left, remaining balance, that is last journal entry if you remember, that is debenture redemption fund account debit to general reserve account. Anything remaining after utilizing everything transferred to general reserve. See this, 10,62,203 minus premium 50,000. You will get 10,02,203, that is transferred to general reserve account. After transferring general reserve account, DRF account is closed. DRF account is closed. Now DRFI account is also already we have closed. So now we prepared three account. Any doubt regarding for these three account? Any doubt regarding these three account? Now we prepared these three account. What are those? Debenture account, debenture redemption fund account, debenture redemption fund investment account. Shifali is saying no doubt. I hope others are also having no doubt. So now two more account is remaining. Two more account is remaining. Pramod is saying no. Yes, now we need to go for fourth account. Fourth ledger account is bank account. So now you know bank account and debenture holder account we need to prepare for last year only. Last year only. Why? Because bank balance is given in the question for the last year only. Last year itself bank balance is given. So whether bank has a debit or credit balance, can you tell me? Bank has a debit balance. Bank has a debit balance. That is why.
Debit balance.
Yes, correct. So that is why now we need to start from debit side. Now we need to start from debit side in bank account. Now you see bank account debit side, two balance brought forward. How we got this two balance brought forward? This amount is directly given in the question. See this. On 31/3/2015, bank balance was 3,70,000. That means that is directly given in the question. Bank balance amount. So that is 3,70,000 at the end of that particular year, because balance is given at the year end. Last year end balance is given. So now we know that balance. Okay. So one more thing, debit side, all the amount which comes in you are going to write. That means what? Whatever you are going to receive, that amount you are going to write in the debit side of bank account. Whatever you are going to pay, that amount you are going to write in the credit side of bank account. Debit side of bank account, whatever comes in, credit side of bank account, whatever goes out. So now this is very clear now. Now we see what and all comes in. So first thing, bank balance is given without last year interest. That means last year interest is not included. Last year interest is not included. So we need to include last year interest. See this now. 31/3/2015 to debenture redemption fund account last year interest. So for this purpose we need to once go for debenture redemption fund account. Where is that debenture redemption fund? Where is the last year? See this. Last year interest. Okay. Last year interest is this one. See this. Do you see this one? Last year by bank account 30,875. That is our interest. So that amount you need to write in bank account. That amount we need to write in bank account, but there is one twist here. What is that? In multiples of 100 only. In multiples of 100 only. So now what we are going to do here, once we need to go for this one. See this. Once we need to go for DRFI account. Now DRFI account last year if you see 7,71,800 is the opening balance. We have not calculated interest in the DRFI account. Why we have not calculated? Because investments are sold. So there is no interest. But but interest is to be shown in bank account. Interest is to be shown in bank account last year only. So how to calculate on the opening balance of last year in DRFI account? On that you need to calculate. See this, 7,71,800 into 4%. 7,71,800 into 4%. If you do, you will get 30,872. 30,872 is last year interest that comes in. See this, we have added. Okay. Next, debit side, one more thing comes in, that is cash comes in, is when there is a sale. When there is a sale, again cash comes in. So what is the sale amount? Sale amount is given. Again, if you see DRFI account, what is the sale? See, wherever there is a bank account, by bank account 7,85,084,000 we have written, investment sold. So in the bank account to DRFI account, in the bank account to DRFI account, sale of investment directly from DRFI account, transfer entry 7,84,000 cash comes in. Okay, now we settled with the debit side of bank account. Debit side of bank account we have settled 3,70,000 plus 30,872 last year interest plus investment sold, that is 7,84,000. Total is 11,84,872. 11,84,872. Now credit side all the payment. Credit side all the payment cash goes out. Credit side all the payment cash goes out. So what goes out here? Payment to debenture holder. How to know the amount payment to debenture holder? If you see the question, it is very clear. Investments are the sorry Debentures are repayable at premium. Debentures are repayable at premium means 10 lakh at par plus 5% premium. So 10 lakh plus 50,000. Total amount is to be paid by the company to the debenture holder is 10 lakh 50,000. So what is the journal entry? Debenture holder account debit to bank account. That is why we have written by debenture holder payment. Cash goes out. 10 lakh 50,000 decreased in the bank account. So only one adjustment in the credit side
Sir,
of bank account.
sir,
Yes.
I have a doubt, sir.
Ah, yes. Yes.
The entry which you said now, can you show it in the accounting treatment? Like which entry is that?
Yes. 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 See now, I will go for accounting treatment. I will go for accounting treatment now. See this. I have said this one, this entry. Sixth one, for payment made to debenture holder account to bank account. Whether this is clear, Shifali?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes. Sixth one, sixth entry. See this. For payment made to debenture holder. So that entry we are going to write here now. By debenture holder, cash goes out 10 lakh 50,000. So now we know debit side total is more than the credit side total. So debit side is both the side we know that total is 11 lakh 84,872. But there is a remaining balance in bank account. What is the remaining balance? 11 lakh 84,872 minus 10 lakh 50,000 if you do, remaining balance is 1 lakh 34,872. That is by balance carry forward. If we are going to prepare bank account in the future period, that balance will be the opening balance. That is 1 lakh 34,872. Hence, bank account is also closed. Now we are closing the bank account. Bank account is also closed. So now last thing we need to do is debenture holder account. Any doubt in bank account now? Can you tell me? Any doubt in bank account? Can you tell fastly? Any doubt in bank account? No doubt, right? Others, any doubt in bank account? Shifali is saying no. Yes, now last one account we need to do, that is debenture holder account. Very small account we need to do, that is fifth account, that is debenture holder account. So whether debenture holder has credit balance or debit balance, debenture holder is having credit balance. Debenture holder is having credit balance. So what you can do in the credit side, all the amount due to the debenture holder you are going to write. In the credit side, all the amount due to the debenture holder you are going to write. In the debit side, actual amount. When the debenture holder receives the actual amount, that you are going to write in the debit side. For that, journal entry is given in the accounting treatment. So now we need to discuss last account. See this debenture holders account. Now first we need to start from credit side. Credit side, first one we know at the end of the year. When the debenture holders are paid at the end of the year. So 31/3/2015, first one by 8% debenture account. By 8% debenture account, it is at par value. First par value you need to write. Premium we need to show separately. Par value we need to write. Premium we need to show separately. So par value 10,000 into 100, that is given in the question. So that is 10 lakh by 8% debenture. So what is the journal entry? 8% debenture account debit to debenture holder account. If you can cross verify this one. You can cross verify this one. How to cross verify? Go for 8% debenture account. Once you go for 8% debenture account, see this, where is that 8% debenture? Yes, here you have written two debenture holder. Here you have written two debenture holder. That means in the debenture holder account you are going to write by 8% debenture. Simple. Transfer entry. So simple transfer entry you are going to write here. See this simple entry you are going to write by 8% debenture, that is due 10,000. Then one more thing is due. What and all is to be given to the debenture holder? Debenture plus premium. So by redemption premium account. By redemption premium account, how we got 50,000? 10 lakh into 5%. Premium is 5%. So 50,000. So total is 10 lakh 50,000 credit side. Total is 10 lakh 50,000 credit side. This side also 10 lakh 50,000. So this side, debit side of debenture holder account now. Debit side of debenture holder account. How debenture holder, finally when the debenture holder is getting the payment, what is the journal entry? Debenture holder account to bank account. Now cash goes from bank. If you see the bank account also, you can verify this one. See this, where is that bank account? Bank account we have written, see this, by debenture holder we have written. So verify. So transfer entry you can say. Or else you can see the journal entry also, accounting treatment, same thing. Debenture holder account debit to bank account. Finally amount is given to debenture holder 10 lakh 50,000. So debenture holder account is also closed. Yes, all five accounts are we have prepared. First we prepared 8% debenture, debenture redemption fund investment, bank account, debenture holder account. Any doubt regarding this you can ask me.